Hello again guys, it's Carly from the Poetry of Nice and I have my weekly sales update video for you all. So I'm pleased to say first of all that this week has picked up a bit. I actually had 19 sales this week, so not too bad at all. And what I'll do is I'll take you through both Poshmark and eBay and show you each item that sold this week, how much it sold for of course, and I'll let you know where I picked it up from and roughly how long it's sat for. That's usually quite good information, and I'll try and show you some brand tags and things like that in there as well. So I usually mention as well that my average cost of goods as of this year, haven't done my taxes for last year, it sits now at about $1.69. So for 19 items, that's around $32.11-ish that I spent on cost of goods for all of the 19 items that I'm going to show you. That's my total cost of goods for this week. And so here we go. So starting with Poshmark, we had this Tadashi teal pleated like long formal gown, really beautiful. The color was so nice, really stunning. Now I stand by that this is a good brand to pick up. I actually had this listed for $80 and the comps were very reasonable for that. That's what it looks like right there. However, unfortunately, as you can see down here, there were a couple of flaws. So I had a stain on the bottom hem and I did have a seam that was opening here. Now it's going to be an easy fix because it's right on the seam, but still that is a flaw in the item. Therefore, I took a best offer of $45 for this. Like I said, had it listed at $80, however, it did sell within 2 weeks of listing, so a nice quick sale there as well. And I would pick up this brand again. I would just look a little bit closer for those flaws, and that was from a thrift store. Next is a pair of Old Navy jeans. I don't pick up all Old Navy. I do pick up some of the pixie pants. Sometimes I'll pick up the rock style or like heavily distressed, high rise, that kind of thing. Or if they are a larger size, these were an 18, which is why I grabbed them, and they were from a filler bag. So very low cost of goods on these. They did have the button flap pockets, as you can see on this photo. And that's something I usually try to put into my title or description because it's a good keyword. And these sold for $16 on a best offer. Next is a brand I was not familiar with, but I grabbed it because it was, I think it was a cashmere blend. It was a cashmere blend, and I just love the style. So the brand was One Girl Who, which I think is sold potentially at Anthropologie sometimes. I don't know that this piece was an Anthropologie piece. That's what the tag looked like, so it caught my eye because it was a little metal ring instead of a usual fabric tag. And then all the way down the sleeves and the cuffs, they had mismatched buttons, which I just thought was awesome. I thought it was really cool. You can see it going all the way down the shoulders there, all the way down the arms. Really neat piece. I picked this up at a yard sale. Now it's been listed for probably like 9 to 10 months at this point, but it did sell for $25, so happy enough with that, and I'd probably grab it again based on style. Next is a brand that again the comps looked really good. I grabbed these at a yard sale. They were Via Spiga, I don't know how to say that, I'm sorry. They were made in Italy, so I'm obviously butchering that. The leather soles are what caught my eye originally, and let me see if I can find there we go. That's what the logo looks like there, and made in Italy also caught my eye. The made in Italy is usually a good sign of quality. The leather soles are a good sign of quality, so overall I wanted to stop and look them up. Like I said, grabbed them at a yard sale. I had them listed closer to like $60, I think, but I took a best offer finally of $35 just because they've been in my store now for about 6 to 7 months and I was ready to get them moving. Plus that season is kind of changing on us now as well with spring coming. Next item is a vintage Mickey crew neck sweater, very 90s, or sweatshirt I should say. This one for $20, and again unfortunately this was a flawed item. You can kind of see at the end here there was some like bleach marks on the back. You can see definitely in that top left and bottom right as well, so I'm just lightening there like discoloration. Like I said, still sold for $20, but if it had been in perfect condition it probably would have been close to $35, I think. And the last item on Poshmark were these vintage LL Bean green high-rise straight leg jeans, and they were all lined with like a fabric green plaid, which was really interesting to me, definitely good for colder weather. But these had a lot of interest right away and they sold in just about 3 to 4 days of being listed, so a nice quick flip and a $25 sales price. And again, these were I think from a rummage sale. All right, and on to eBay real quick. So we had blue and white tie-dye, and then like crochet sleeve. I guess it was a top, like kind of like a tunic-y type top. And this sold for $15. Usually I try and get at least 18 to 20 out of but like I said, I'm trying to like get some sales rolling, things like that. I think this was from a yard sale. It was a size 2X, which is a great size for and let me show you that brand tag real quick. That plus means it's the plus size, obviously. And it's usually a wholesale brand as well, but I do find it does quite well. Definitely boho is a great keyword for that. This was a really interesting piece to me, just a vintage striped button down top, but it had really cute floral embroidery, very like Western boho, and had little leaf figural buttons. I did style it the way I often do with my vintage pieces when they're button down shirts, with the rolled cuffs and the tied waist, but I make sure to note in my listings, of course, that it is styled and you can wear it either way. And this sold for $16 on a best offer. Next is another Old Navy piece. That was $17.49. I'm sorry, $17.49 was the last shirt. I got mixed up. Okay, moving on. So these Old Navy crackled gold ballet pumps, they sold for $11, just very, very basic. Again, this was a filler bag situation. They were in good shape, so I went ahead and grabbed them, and they actually sold within about 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks actually of being listed. So a nice fast flip, only $11, but that adds up at the end of the week. And this was a $10 sale. This is something I've had in my store for several months now. A very, very basic bread and butter piece, American Eagle, blue and white seersucker stripes. Seersucker meaning that it had that kind of like puckered texture to it, mini skirt with pockets. Like I said, $10 plus that shipping there. Next is a Banana Republic like open knit, kind of crochet type knit, fluffy cardigan, and I grabbed this because it was a mohair wool blend, which is a good fabric content, and for this I went ahead and took a best offer of $16. Next was a Chico's piece. I took $12 for this. I've had it for forever. I think it's got to be like a year and a half at this point. So it was an open front linen blend jacket. It had like a metallic sort of thread woven through it, very much like kind of a tribal ethnic print to it. I thought it was going to do fine. It's just sat for forever. Perhaps it's my photograph. It's probably my photograph. But anyway, I didn't bother redoing the photographs. I just took that $12 and I'm happy enough with that to get it moving. Next was a very fast flip. This was these sold within a day. I listed them for $20. They were Dr. Scholl's. That's high. I was really pushing it, I think, with $20 when I looked at comps. And someone offered me $12 for them. And again, I went ahead and took it. Last week was not a good sales week for me, so I was very eager to take as many offers as I could where I would still be making enough profit that I was happy with. So $12 I took for these. Again, a filler bag situation at a rummage sale. This item was kind of interesting to me. This was filler bag as well. I do like a filler bag if you can't tell. And this was a vintage like 50s or 60s Red Cross nurse outfit, like Red Cross volunteer outfit. I only grabbed it because of the filler bag. I didn't know what to do with it otherwise, and I thought it was interesting. So I've had it listed now for about 3 or 4 months. This was the underneath of it. It was obviously a 2-piece. It definitely had some staining, some discoloration that I went ahead and disclosed in the photos and the listing. It had like some safety pins and things like that, like open sides. You can see some discoloration there. I didn't really know what to do with it. I actually procrastinated on listing this for a really, really long time, but it sold within just a couple of months, and it sold for $30 on a best offer. So I'm happy enough with that because the comps were all over the place. And like I said, there were some flaws, and it did go abroad. So we'll see how that does. Next was this Blue by Rod Beatty, not sure how you say that. Let me pull up the tag for you. Really, really cute, very flattering bathing suit. There's the tag right there. I have sold a swim cover up by them as well, and that did pretty good, about $25, and sold fairly quickly. And this sold for full asking price of $44.99. So that is definitely a bathing suit brand I would recommend keeping your eyes peeled for. Next is a White House Black Market pencil skirt. It was kind of like I don't know what you would call it, not really a chiffon, but it was, I don't know. The fabric was interesting, but it was really, really pretty and very, very delicate fabric. And it sold for best offer of $20. Next was a bit of a wild card for me. Again, filler bag rummage sale, so that's why I popped it in there. But it was an MIT, and you can see on the shields here that I actually had to, I thought it was going to be MIT as in Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and so I had to do some sleuthing and make sure that the shield, emblem, crest, whatever you want to call it, actually matched up, and it did. And I actually had quite a bit of interest. I had some questions right away about it, and then it sold within about a week of being listed for $30. That's best offer when it was listed for $32.99. I already have good feedback and all that good stuff, so I guess that is something that I would probably keep my eyes open for, whether it be a tie or a sweatshirt or something like that, maybe for alumni. I'm not sure, but you know, always interesting when you find that little kind of subsection, what people may be looking for. Okay, next is Talbot's Grey and Black Houndstooth 100% wool pants. Do love a good houndstooth, and these sold on sale for $23.89. And the last item is this Lucky brand top, super pretty, very, very pretty, like teal blue, very rich color. Had the lace overlay detail, women's medium. I think it may have had a very, it had a very, very small floor, I think, in the back, like maybe a very small bleach spot, something like that, but it still sold for $14.99 on a best offer. All right, and that is everything that sold this week for between the 20th and the 26th of January. So here's to hoping that it keeps going and the sales keep either like stabilizing or going up. Either one I will take at this point, and I hope that everybody's sales out there as well are doing better and are picking up. Here's to a good end of January. All right, you guys, let me know down in the comments how sales are going for you. Don't forget to say hello. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe so you can come across more of my like reseller content if you like. I do hauls, I do sales videos, tips and tricks, all that kind of cool stuff. All right, you guys, I will catch you in the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.